Their friends reached out to me talking about they will never invest in the Nigeria again. Some are saying, "What can I do?" Some are expressing their anger, their disappointment on they will never have anything to do with back home as per business. Every year, which is true, every year thousands of diasporans send millions back home in dollars back home to build houses, to start a business, or to support family. But there is a painful truth. Many lose everything from fake land deals to family betrayals. Some of these stories will break your heart. So I'm going to share about 5 ways that you can do of what you can try and give a shot and ways you should go about it so that you reduce your risk. Not 100% guaranteed, reduce your risk of dupe from family, friends, or known agents, all those things. Because the stories were too much. The stories they leave in my DM about diasporans talking about is heartbreaking. I can't imagine what many of you are going through. Now, the first one is real estate, okay? Real estate, but done the right way. Let's start with most popular real estate. Real estate, buying of land properties back home is every diasporan's dream, okay? But it's also the fastest way to lose money. Yes, it's the fastest. Yes, but there are some ways smart investors can do it, okay, without being burnt most of the time, okay. The first one is they never buy land through relatives. That's why I keep saying that they never buy land through relatives because either they undercut you, overcut you, or they go through the wrong way, okay. The best way you can get land is work with a registered real estate company. Yes, registered with CAC certificate, physical office, and verifiable projects. Verifiable. Go online, search, research about them. Do not be in a hurry to purchase. Then you can actually now, after you've done your own part, you can, if you think you want to get your relative involved, I would rather say you look for a lawyer, an independent body. Let them know that, look, I want you to go and dig out that these people are not illegit. Okay, I'll pay you for your services. What are you going to do? Go to Alausa, go to CAC, verify the land they are selling. What's the situation? Give him list things you want that agent to do for you. Okay, let the agent, the lawyer, you pay him some money, 500K, 300K, depending on the capacity, 1 million, whatever, or where the land is. They will go and give them details of what you want them to ask out. Okay, is the company reputable? Have they built for people? Have you spoken to somebody? If you've spoken to somebody, collect the number of who has bought from them, and a random person that doesn't know the owner, the lawyer goes do this. Then if you want to get your cousin involved, send him some transport, send it on to go and do a backup. Then before you invest again, if you can come back to Nigeria before doing it, before doing that, okay, you see the video of the place, you talk to the people, even when buying, they, so now after doing that, ask for video verification, like a drone footage of the place, you know, a drone footage, the exact landed property where it is. They do a video, then you can use escrow services or a property lawyer. Use an escrow services or a property lawyer to do that, not a personal account. Do not pay into any personal account. You don't have to build yet. Even buying verified plot, holding it for 2 or 3 years can double in value. If you buy a property that is verified, if you hold it 2 or 3, maybe you bought it for 3 million, 2 million, 5 million. Let's say you bought it 5 million. After 2 years, most times in Nigeria, you can rise to 7 million, 8 million. Okay. Um, that's how diasporans are quietly building. We're not sending money to family land that doesn't exist. They say they are fighting over this and all that. That reduces your choices. That's real estate number one. Number two is agricultural partnership. Now, I had a friend who we found out later. He bought acres of land somewhere in Ogun State that wanted to start farming. Apparently, the land belongs to the federal government land, and they sold it to him to collect his money. Now he didn't do due diligence. Okay, you must do due diligence before you get into what happens. That we just want to send money to relations that either knowingly because of what they'll get from you, or they are very ignorant. They didn't do the due. You must do the due diligence. Now, farming is booming in Nigeria, but since you're not around, you can't do it. Agriculture is booming, but not only if done right. Okay, too many people send money back home to set up farm. No structure, no record, no oversight. Farmland, processing plant, export, and so. But what do smart Diasporans do now? What smart Diasporans do now is they get involved with they are partnering with agro companies. There are lots of agro companies that invest and manage farms now. So you just buy a share into it. You can see it. They run it professionally. Things like cashew, hibiscus, sesame seed, ginger, and most importantly, they do it for export. So he earns you dollars. There are lots of companies. If you reach around well, research them, but research very well before you do, okay? Because agric is booming in Nigeria. But there are key things to look before choosing such companies, okay? Physical farm. You must visit physical farm. There was one that scammed everybody in Ibadan, your state. That even almost scammed the state government. I don't know, many years ago. Physical firm, you must visit or send your representative, a lawyer, not relation. I repeat again, or you do both. Send lawyer and send relation. Two people. Clear payout contract that if I, Mr. Adedeji, invest 20 million, invest 10 million, I'll get this in 6 months. Don't do a long-term one. Do 6 months, 1 year, not more than 1 year. Okay, so that you'll be able to exit or start asking for your money if there's a problem. Okay, clear payout plan, CAC registration, and an online presence. Okay, physical farm, clear payout contract, CAC registration and online registration, and verifiable past record. Okay, you meet somebody, your lawyer should contact. Who have you done before? Can you give us number of people that have cashed in diaspora, not in Nigeria? Number of people that have cashed out from this in diaspora. You call them. Even at that, still be very careful. Okay. Number 3 is business that diasporans can do with peace of mind without being scammed is structured business and franchise. Franchises are coming up in Nigeria. Lots of the pizza houses, a lot of pharmacies. These people are time tested. The advantage of a car wash, a lot of the advantage of this is that many of these guys have been tested, so they are doing fine and they've run it before. So there's a pharmacy that has over 140 something branches in Nigeria, going very far. I heard there's franchise, Pizza Hut, they are here, Domino Pizza, ice cream parlors. A lot of them are doing franchises now. So you can look at them, okay? Make sure they are registered. So what you do with that, you have your POS, you have your camera, you come in for a year or 6 months or 3 months, monitor how it's done, set up a remote camera and monitor this franchise. And then the franchisees overlook the business as well for you. So the risk is a bit less. That's number 3. Number 4 is treasury bills, bonds, and investments. Okay. Not everyone wants to run a business, and that's okay. Some diasporans just want their money to grow quietly and safely. Okay. That's where government and corporate bonds come in. With companies like ARM, FBN Quest, Stanbic IBTC, Piggyverse, a lot of these guys offer high interest, anything between 19% and 21%. And you put it, actually the government one. So it gives you safe return on investment on your money. That's the 4th one. The 5th one is diaspora investment clubs. Okay. Now, what happens is a lot of people in diaspora, due to duping and all these things I talked about, there are lots of diaspora investment clubs. They come together, they bulk money together, and they go into things like farming, they go into building of properties. Between about 10 to 20 people they join resources together and they invest into logistics, agro business, all that. There's a group of investment clubs that they built houses. They're in UK, they built houses together, and 6 rental properties. I think they're about on their 6th one now. And they progress it. I don't know how strict they are. I don't know if they're a group of friends or their investment club. Reach out for them. If you think you want me to help you to ask out, I could ask, but I don't know about look for. So that's it. All right. Those are the 5. First one I said again, real estate. When you're doing the real estate, I've listed what you should do. CAC, registered company, physical office, very probate, and verifiable past users abroad. Use a lawyer. Then you can back it up with a relative, but do not rely on a relative. That's one. Number 2, the agri partnership, agro investments. There are lots of agro investment companies that manage, even big companies are going to, they manage farms for people and they give you return on your money. You don't have to start buying acres and lose money like my friend. Okay, that's that part. There must be physical farm, CAC again, clear payout contract. They must define how much they are paying you. If it's 1 million, you put down how much I am getting from my, don't say, So that's 4th, treasury bills and bond and diaspora investment club. Okay. Just to round up, please, I'm just going to give you like 3 or 4 red flags that if you hear. These are some red flags that if you hear immediately, whether from a lawyer, an investor, or a company, please run away, cut off the line and don't even deal with them. First one is anyone who says don't tell anybody, we don't want people to rush. Please. It's a secret deal. Run. Do not deal with them. Once you hear that, we always hear that, I don't want these guys to know the value will go up. I'm trying to sell this land. Run. No CAC or verified office. Do not deal with them. Even if they have Instagram, they have a website, run. You must tell them to send you a copy of their CAC. And when they send it, give it to your lawyer to go and run a background check. How effective are they paying their taxes? Are they current in there? Because there are companies that were registered over 20 years ago and they are not efficient. They are dead holes. So I'm just giving you this. You send someone to go and run a background. If they give you a CAC document, go and run a background check. Payment into personal account. Don't pay anybody into personal account. Any big company you're dealing with. tell them send me your company account. And when they send it, there's a way banks do it now. Someone can take it to a bank and confirm that these people are active. Okay, that's that part. Government connection talk, that's the biggest scam. I know somebody that's a commissioner, my cousin is a minister, please bring 5 million. I know so many diasporans who've lost money. They just made my uncle minister of defense, so we have this contract to build all over the place, and they sank in 50 million to get 250 million. That's a Ponzi scheme. Okay, that's the way the political boys who've not gotten, who are pending, waiting for job. Even I know people that have been duped by former House of Rep member, 7 politicians. They use that to argument, and there is nothing you can do. There is nothing you can do. So thank you. That's the truth. Investing back home is not really a problem. Really, the problem is how people do it. You don't need to stop trusting your country. Okay, you just need to start a system, trusting a system, a process. Build, build wealth smartly. Try and build your wealth smartly. Not document everything you do. Document it. Project your future. If your mind is here, don't let anybody discourage you. Okay. All right, so that's it. If you have a cousin who is a diasporan, who is in a hurry to come back home, who is trying to send them this, let them listen to it. Let them know that these are things they're going to get. And if you're trying to save this message and use it for as a guidance, when you ask them questions, there's something that's going to happen. They're going to say this one too do safe. When Nigerians start doing that, say which one, your own is too much. I've done it for this. This is the first time someone is questioning me. You have a right to. Nigerians are always saying that. You have a right to tell them, well, that's what I'm going to do. All right. Have a beautiful day. My name is Sam. Thank you.